What's up everybody, Katie Barrett, online instructor with Show Up Fitness Internship, and today I'm going to show you how to train your client on New Year's Day. So, as we all know, New Year's is a huge opportunity for people to go out and party, celebrate the new year, celebrate New Year's resolutions, hang out with friends, and generally we stay up to ring in the new year at midnight. All right, but your client has been with you for quite a while, and she has been consistent with her sessions. However, this is the first time that you've worked with her through a New Year's, all right? So you have your plan, you have your CCA, our core accessory program, and if you don't know what that is, I teach programming every Wednesday on a live Zoom call at 12 p.m. Pacific time, where you can ask me questions. We can design a program for a client that you may be working with, hypothetical clients. I teach you the fundamentals of programming. So we have our CCA for our client who wants to grow her glutes, okay? So we've got our barbell back squat into our overhead vertical press, into our bicycles, which is an accessory for abs. Our reverse lunges, the unilateral, our pull-ups, our vertical pull, into our other accessory, our dead bugs, into our hinge, barbell Romanian deadlift, single arm, dumbbell bench press, horizontal push, and our kettlebell around the world, which is an accessory. So we have this beautiful workout plan. We were gonna go a little bit heavier today because she's getting stronger, because she's been working with you for several months. However, what really happened that day was that your client couldn't find her phone, and so she was looking for her phone, and so she arrived 15 minutes late for her session. She smells like a bar from the night before, so she smells like alcohol. Her eyes are watery, they're kind of bloodshot. She's dehydrated. You can tell because she has not been drinking her water like the night before. She doesn't have her water bottle with her. She's very sluggish, dragging her feet while she's walking up to your house. I train here in my garage, so she's sluggish. You can kind of tell that she's slurring her speech a little bit. So she's like, "Hey, what's going on?" And he's like, "Happy New Year." She's still got a little bit of party in her from the night before. She's also regretting a couple of bad decisions. She texted her ex-boyfriend. They may have done something, they may have hooked up, so she's really regretting that decision and beating herself up over it. And she starts crying when she starts telling you about this. Not to mention she's downloading all of the problems that have resurfaced since she got wasted last night onto you, telling you about all these things. So, as a great trainer, we are not going to send her home. We are not going to be unprepared for this situation, because we're great trainers and we know how to pivot. So what we're going to do is we're going to start walking for 10 minutes. We're just going to start walking around the neighborhood, around the block, let the client wake up, let her get the blood flowing, get some fresh air, get some sun in her eyeballs, get some of that great vitamin D. Then when we come back to the gym, we're going to hop on the bike or the rower just to ramp things up a little bit, just to get that blood flowing, raise that blood pressure, activating in all planes of motion. The bike is a great way to do that. And then we're gonna start doing some breathing drills just to kind of prepare her that we are still gonna go through a workout. It's just not gonna be as intense as what we had planned here, okay? So we're gonna use a little bit lighter weights just so she's still getting some work in, but we're not taking a risk that she may get hurt because of her current situation with alcohol maybe still in her system and things like that. So we're going to use some lighter weights, making sure to use good spotting techniques. And we're also going to give her some encouragement. She's already beat herself up enough. We don't need to add to that by chastising her for showing up late or for smelling like alcohol or for doing things that are uncharacteristic of her. We're going to provide her with encouragement. Hey, listen, you showed up, you're here now. This is what we're doing. I promise you by the time you leave here, you're going to feel so much better, all right? We're going to smile and we're going to show up the next day to put in this work, okay? So we're really going to check in with our client later that day, see if they're feeling better, see how that workout helped. And we're just going to encourage them not to beat themselves up. What's in the past is the past. All we can do is improve going forward. So Chris has a great podcast on the Show Up Fitness podcast on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts, about how to actually train and deal with a client who has a hangover and some of the physiological effects of that hangover. So if you enjoyed this, I teach programming every Wednesday on our live Zoom call. We have a 14-day trial right now for Show Up Fitness, the best certification in the fitness industry. There is no certification like it, and I cannot wait to teach you more about programming. So keep showing up.